Hello everybody, Keto for Real Life people here. It's been a couple of weeks and I am just getting started on YouTube. So my first video, official, was carb addiction and how real it is. And so here I am today and I am at this point where I am going to talk about how to get started on keto. I think it's one of the most confusing yet simple things to do. So I decided that we would start today and just talk about how to get started, how you can improve your health, how you can lose weight, how you can feel great. So here we go. First of all, when you start out keto, I want you, good morning, Barbara. Somebody was on here. I had no clue there would be anybody on here, so I was just going to do it and post it. So here's the thing. When you start keto, first of all, I want you to take thought, all right? Because keto is not a diet. It's not something you do to lose weight or fix a problem and then go back to eating the old way and eating the old standard American diet or standard Canadian diet or whatever it is that you've been doing that's made you feel sick, overweight, and lethargic. You will end up eating completely different for the rest of your life. So it's really super important that you might stop and do some self-talk. Think about all the foods you love to eat that put you in this position in the first place, okay? For me, it was, French fries and potato chips, anything that was carb laden like pastas, and cake is my favorite dessert. And there's just so much to choose from, not to mention all of the processed foods and the junk that we buy to make life easier, microwavable, frozen foods, all that's going to kind of fall away. So stop. Take a minute and think about, am I going to be able to do this? Here's what I tell everybody. Give yourself 3 weeks. Give yourself 3 weeks and not focus on the foods that you can't have or the foods that you think you'll never eat again, but rather focus on all the foods that you're going to be so amazed that you are going to be able to eat. And then you're going to have this wonderful realization that, wow, this is something that I could do for the rest of my life. Okay? So here we go. Getting started. What do I do? How do I start keto? How does it work? Well, when you're starting keto, what you're doing is you are eliminating the biggest majority of carbs from your diet forever. I'm just going to put it out there, forever, okay? You're not going to be eating any of the flours or the grains anymore. You're not going to be eating sugar, and you're not going to be eating legumes like beans, and you're not going to be eating starchy vegetables. And you also are going to limit your fruit intake. So this is what you can have. You can have all the wonderful cuts of meat. Do they need to be organic and grass-fed? No. If you can afford it and that's what you can do, do it. If you can afford to go to Walmart and buy, chicken and pork and beef and fish and poultry and ham hocks, and you can have bacon, sausage, go for it. So you can have dairy, real full fat, real butter, real eggs, real cream, real cheese, full fat sour cream, wonderful, rich, whole, natural fats. What we don't want to see are things like canola oil, margarine, spreads like I can't believe it's not butter. Those things are really bad for us. When you start out going to the grocery store, go easy. Everybody wants to go to the grocery store and have a list 100 miles long. But basically, what you just need to do is get some good healthy fat, some good protein that you like, some great veggies that you like, and then you might, add some cheese and add some dairy. And as you go along, you add things like almond flour or coconut flour. You might start stocking up on things like xanthan gum or sweeteners like erythritol or stevia. So here's the deal. I'm just going to go over it. Week 1, keto diet. First meal. What should I do? Well, I'm going to teach you this. If you do anything, add fat to every meal you eat. When you start out on the keto diet, you're going to go through a few things. You're going to eliminate carbs. You're going to start eating clean. Your body's going to go, and you're going to, start going through carb withdrawal. It is your day 1, 2, and 3, okay? But here's the things you can do to make it easy. Wake up in the morning. Have 2 eggs. Have 2 or 3 slices of bacon. Have half an avocado sliced up. When you cook your eggs, add a tablespoon of butter to the pan and then pour the butter over your eggs. In the meantime, you are going to be so full from that wonderfully healthy, fatty breakfast that you're not going to really feel hungry, okay? Meal 2, get a cup of bouillon cube. Put it on your grocery list. This is how basic your first week is going to be, okay? Get a cup of bouillon, add a cup of water to it, put it in the microwave. Again, add a tablespoon of butter to it. You would not believe how wonderfully rich chicken broth or beef broth or whichever broth flavor you prefer, vegetable, with some butter down in it. It is wonderful. Think of it this way. When you're making a cream-based soup, usually you start out with some butter, some onions, some garlic, some broth, some cream. Sounds delicious, right? So there's really no big deal in adding a cup of broth and a cup of butter. And let me explain to you what that's going to do. It is going to satiate you. It's going to keep you full. And it's going to help you keep your electrolytes balanced. During your first 3 days of keto, well, 2 weeks actually, you really, really want to pay attention to keeping your electrolytes up. Your body's stores of glycogen, that's some carbs and sugary junk that's all piled up on your liver, is going to deplete very quickly. And so your body is going to start releasing fluids. You're going to start running to the restroom, going to the bathroom. And during this time, you can lose sodium and potassium and magnesium. And one way to keep it up is to eat avocado with your breakfast, which is high in potassium and high in good fat and good fiber. When you drink a cup of broth and you're adding the butter to it, you're again putting that fat in and you're getting the sodium that's in that bouillon to help keep your sodium intake up. Now, I know this doesn't sound like a lot of food, but believe me, when you start out and you are eating to your full and you're using that wonderful natural fat, you won't be hungry. So when dinner rolls around and you want something like maybe a steak and a salad and maybe some grilled asparagus, be generous. Be generous with the salt shaker. Be generous with your oils. Use fat, use bacon drippings, or use olive oil. Get your asparagus going. Toss some olive oil on it. Season it up. Put it on your grill. Put it under your broiler, roast it, however you want to do it. Make a beautiful steak, put a pat of butter on it with some garlic. You know how when you go to the restaurant and they like to put the butter on it and then they put the little bit of garlic and it just melts all over your steak? Hey, do it at home because that fat's going to really help. And that's day 1. And you'll be like, how is this even possible that I'm not hungry? And so your first week goes. With simple food, high fat, you should expect to lose anywhere from 5 pounds up to 10 or 11 pounds. Me personally, I lost 11 pounds my first week. I was like stoked. I also drank lots of water. Now, they say it's not necessary and that your body, you'll drink when you're thirsty. But I think this is a personal choice when it comes to keeping yourself hydrated. You can have your black coffee, your unsweetened tea. Now, this is keto for real life people. I drink a diet soda. I love Diet Coke. I might have, maybe 2 or 3 a week. Not a day, a week. So you can enjoy your drinks. You can enjoy eating whole, clean foods. And you can keep your starting grocery list very basic. If you've just got good protein and you've got good veggies, then you're going to be smashingly successful, okay? And my words of caution are this. You can have cheese and you can have full fat. You can have dairy like sour cream. Cream cheese, yes, wonderful. Nuts, yes, you can have it. But I always recommend on your first week of keto, start it out on the right foot. Start clean. I would not suggest adding cheese to every meal you have because it slows you down a little bit. There are carbs in cheese, so you have to be mindful. You got to be mindful of hidden carbs. Most people start out, and if you're a female, you want to generally have like between 65 and 85 grams of protein a day. Let me break that down for you. You don't really have to change your protein up and start eating high amounts of protein. You just eat normal protein. A normal serving of protein is about the size of the palm of your hand or a deck of cards. Okay? So I would say 4 to 6 ounces of protein at breakfast or dinner, and then you're having a mid-snack. You're going to be good for go. You're going to get protein in your eggs. You're going to get protein in your bacon. You're going to even get some protein in your avocado. And if you're having a nice steak or a nice salad with protein, you'll get plenty. I don't know if there's anybody, I don't know how this works as far as going live and having questions. I don't know if I can show. I don't know. Okay, so if anybody has any questions, you are more than welcome to ask me and I will try to answer them for you. Another thing that people like to do, or if they're considering the keto diet, something they always ask about, bulletproof coffee. Let me tell you what bulletproof coffee is. Bulletproof coffee is, or keto coffee, is a cup of coffee that you add fat to. Most people add either 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, or 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of MCT oil. And you can use an immersion blender, or you can use a shaker cup, and you take hot coffee and those 2 fats and you shake them. Believe it or not, it looks just like you poured heavy cream into them. Okay? And what it is a way to boost your fat. If you're having a hard time getting your fat, I say this: bulletproof coffee is just a tool, okay? It's not my ride or die. I tried going on the kick for like 2 or 3 weeks, and let me tell you, it didn't do anything one way or the other as far as weight loss went. So I ended up just, I drink them when I do just need some extra fat. But you don't have to make a bulletproof coffee every morning. I think bone broth or bouillon cube is more than sufficient way to enjoy a mid-afternoon snack and get butter in. Now, as far as snacking goes too, you can start your diet out. You can just eat like some eggs and some bacon, or eggs and sausage. You can even add vegetable. Let's not forget about the fact that we do eat about 25 net carbs a day. Now, when it comes to leafy green vegetables, I don't count them. I just eat them because who overeats vegetables like that? Really, who does, right? I feel like eating spinach, then I eat spinach. If I feel like eating broccoli, I eat broccoli. But I guarantee you, I don't sit down like I would and eat a whole pizza and eat like 5 pounds of broccoli. It just doesn't happen. So I don't worry about them. You just want to eat clean. Clean. And here's the things that you can expect. On your first week, you're going to be running to the bathroom a lot, so you keep your electrolytes balanced. If you want to add supplements, I recommend vitamin D3, 5,000 IU a day. Now, I got this information from Dr. Ken Berry, who is also a keto doctor and who has videos here on YouTube. Okay? I take that because it does help with weight loss, but it also really helps keep your bones strong and your teeth good, and keeps your mood balanced. I love taking my vitamin D every day. I also take a magnesium supplement. I buy Natural Vitality magnesium powder, and you can get it at the store. It's like 2 or 3 teaspoons a day. It helps keep you regular. It helps keep your electrolytes. And you can use that magnesium to make your own electrolyte drinks as well. So that's just that's all you need to start. You need some meat. You need some vegetables. You need some very good healthy fats. And I'm going to put this all in the comments below. I'm going to put a list of your first week food, basically. Just a few proteins, some fat to start out, some veggies to start out, some supplements to start out. That's how fast, that's all you need. As you go along into week 2 and week 3, you can grow your pantry so that you can get products like almond flour, coconut flour, walnut flour. There's all kinds of nut flours, guys. You're not deprived. Let me tell you this. On the keto diet, we eat pizza, we eat cake, we eat chocolate. We found ways to have ice cream. We found ways to make bread. And it's all there. It's all there. But I think for your first week, it's just keep it simple. You'll get the hang of it. Everybody says that the keto diet is so confusing. What are macros? Well, macros are just fat, protein, and carbs. That's it. On the keto diet, we focus on about 70% fat, and we eat about 25 to 30% protein and 5 to 7% carbs. It just depends on the person, what your age, your weight, or whatever. But the main focus of keto is high fat, moderate protein, and low carb. It's that simple. As you get more comfortable with the keto diet, it becomes easier and easier and easier. Your body just adjusts to it. And your first week, you might feel some withdrawal symptoms. You might actually think, I can't do this, but just push through. I didn't experience it. Now, I will tell you this. I did keto back in 2016 for 3 months, fell off the wagon. It took me another year to come back to it. It was the first major breakthrough I'd ever had in my life, okay? And so, without further ado, January 1st rolled around, I restarted keto, and in my first month, just January 1st through January 31st, I lost 23 pounds my first month. And through February to now, I have lost another 7 pounds for a total of 30 pounds down. And I actually hit that 30-pound mark last week. Well, I would say the week before. This last week, I didn't pound, but I'm okay with it. Okay? It is simple. It is satisfying. It is a way of life. If you're gluten-free, it fits that. If you have arthritis, it takes away the pain. The keto diet is more than just weight loss. It heals you. I cannot believe how much energy I have, how much mental clarity I've gained. I can't believe the weight loss and the inches. I mean, my goodness, it's amazing. So when you start this out, just keep it simple and you will breeze right through. Now, I will let you all know, I'm very new to YouTube. I'm not even sure what I'm doing here, and now there's a rainstorm. But I will tell you this. I have a group on Facebook, so if you're interested, I don't know who's watching. I just know this. If you have an interest in keto and you're looking for a support group, you're more than welcome to look for Keto for Real Life People group. And it is an open group, and we have a wonderful support system there for anybody who wants to begin keto, or maybe you're on your own journey by yourself and haven't found a place to call Keto Home Support. You're more than welcome. The other thing that I will ask you is if you guys are finding any value in this video, if you would please like it, if you would please share it. Oh, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below or the notification button. I just say these things because I've been told I need to say these things. As I get more comfortable, I'm sure everything else will improve. But this is how you start keto. Fat first, moderate protein, and low carb. It's that simple, guys. And you don't need to spend a whole lot of money to start. And you sure as don't need a whole lot of money to keep it going. You guys have a wonderful, great day. And I'm going to wrap this up, or I'm going to figure out how to wrap this up. And I don't know how to stop it. Good morning, Barbara. I don't know if this has one of those things like it says show. I don't know. I don't even know how to stop it now. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Does anybody know how to stop it? Oh, there's an X. All right, so hey, I'm just gonna say this before I go, because now I see the darn X. It popped up when I tapped the screen hard enough. Get used to me, guys, because I'm just like real people in your face and I don't know what I'm doing, but I can laugh about it all the way.